So before we start, what's your name? You could give me a fake name. You ain't got to put your real name on this camera.
Okay, I'm Alex Parks.
Alex Parks. So what I do, I go around interviewing addicts, give them a chance to tell their story and hope that their story inspires somebody else to get clean.
All right.
Some way, shape, or form, find you some type of help.
Okay.
So how long you been involved in this way of living, like in the street life?
Well, I lived outside on and off for since I was 20, but about 20 to 26 I had an apartment.
Yeah.
And then I was homeless in Hawaii for about half the time I was there. Yeah, and the other half I was in trouble on probation.
So you ain't from here?
Well, no, I lived in Portland about 8 years ago, and I lived downtown in apartments, yeah? But I've always visited LA. I kind of picked up on the skill of how to live outside homeless, which is a good skill for anybody to have, even a woman, yeah? But Hawaii sounds like the great place to be homeless. Very sunny, very nice. But it's too much sun, way too much sun, or freezing cold rain. And then Portland is very kind to the homeless, and the winter is very mild. It's worth sticking out the winter. And I love the cold. I love cold air.
So what type of drugs you into?
I like clear, weed, and tobacco.
Oh yeah?
Tobacco is my favorite drug. But then clear, and then weed's on the back burner. It was number one.
Yeah. So what was your life before? What was your life before using?
My life before what? Oh.
Using.
Well, I started smoking weed when I was 14, and after that, it was just a hunt to get weed, to smoke weed, yeah? And no matter how many hits I took, it was never enough. I always wanted to smoke again. But before that, I was into, you know, high school and my boyfriend, and, you know, I hadn't smoked it yet, so I hadn't tried it.
You got kids?
I have two, but they're in adoptive care. One I had in jail. Clear is not my recommendation because it messes up the grill, yeah, the teeth.
Yeah.
But mine are safe. I have a special, and because they got knocked out a little bit, that's actually from somebody who did it.
Oh, yeah.
But weed's okay. I think weed's okay. And tobacco, but it depends on what kind of tobacco you get. You don't want to smoke that chemical cigarette. You want American spirits.
Yeah. So if you was offered to help right now to get off of drugs, would you take it?
Would I offer to help?
If you was offered to help to get off of drugs, would you take it?
No, because I smoke clear because it's good for my life, and it doesn't mess up my teeth. If it did, I wouldn't smoke it, and it's not addictive. Fentanyl was the one that turned out to be very addictive.
You said it's good for your life?
For the clear, it's good for my life.
Yeah.
I don't smoke fentanyl, but it turned out to be very addictive. That one is like physically addictive. Clear's not physically addictive, but it's very, you can take out a whole nice white smile in 2 years. But mine are safe. They're actually knocked out from a person.
So, do you ever miss the normal life?
The good thing about not doing drugs is that you're not breaking the law, right? Right? And that can feel really good, except weed's recreational nowadays in a lot of states.
Yeah.
But it does feel good to not use and not be in trouble with the law ever for that reason, at least. Second of all, if Clear took my teeth out, I wouldn't smoke it. It's really hard to fucking do both, yeah?
So are you homeless?
Yes.
So how do that make your life better then?
Well, I like, I mean, if somebody, I'd rather not work. To me, it's not worth the 8 hours of time. And then to find an apartment on top of that can be kind of tricky. If somebody says, here's an apartment, here's a job, and it's just handed to you, I'd say, okay, maybe the job is worth the apartment, but it wouldn't be worth it. But I get, so I was planning to kind of live on the street forever, because as a woman, I could still ask for money in Portland and get it, and I like the independence. I don't like somebody else's rules.
Yeah. I mean, it's a better life though, like being sober.
I can't work though. I have it's hard for me to work, especially when I had SSI for so long that I hadn't worked in 13 years by the time the money wasn't around presenting the option to work. I just didn't kind of want to. It wasn't worth it, and I have a hard time working standing or walking too much.
How do you support your habit?
Well, my cigarettes, I just ask for the money every day. It's only about 13 something. I figure if you can't, back when it was $11, you can't get $11.
They got expensive now.
Yes, they're about 14 now. But I just ask for the money, and then if I'm hungry, I just wait and I specify, is there any way you can get me something to eat? I try not to lie with that question, because that one's a little bit quicker. Two out of every 5, I only ask the guys. 2 out of every 5 guys, 1 to 2 out of every 5 guys will give me cash.
Yeah.
2 to 3 out of every, when I ask for something to eat, we'll break for something to eat.
Yeah.
So, right? So, because sometimes people don't want to give you money, but they'll give you something to eat, or buy you something to eat. So, I usually,
So basically you panhandling.
no, I walk up and I ask for money. That's the actual definition of hustling,
Yeah.
is you ask for money. But it's used in slang, because everybody can, there's, you know, my hustle is blah, 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 right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but the real definition is to ask for money. But panhandling is when you sit down and ask for it. But I get up and knock to the cars, yeah?
So you wouldn't take the help if you was offered the help?
For the drugs,
Like to go in, like inpatients or something?
No.
So you enjoying it at the moment?
You what?
You enjoying this way of living
I
at
don't
the
smoke.
moment?
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, it's a little bit trickier with another half, a boyfriend, yeah?
Yeah.
It's trickier with my boyfriend around because the freedom of being homeless is kind of the fun part. When you say you're going to be back in 24 hours or whatever, it takes that, I'm good to go, I'm ready to go hang out, the open-endedness of it, right? But I don't spend the night at somebody's house more than 2 nights.
Yeah. So you do got somewhere to crash if you wanted to. You can go to people's house.
No, I actually sleep in a tent, yeah? But if I didn't have a boyfriend, I would probably sleep here and there wherever I was spending the night at.
Yeah.
Which isn't always safe, but I tend to stay awake a few nights with the clear too, yeah?
What was your life when you were sober?
What was it?
Yeah, like how was your life when you
Well, I was completely uninterested in getting high. I was interested in my boyfriend. I didn't like school like most teenagers, but I had different hobbies, you know?
Yeah.
That's about all I got, yeah?
Yeah. So look,
Tell me.
when the last time you tried to go to like an NA meeting or something?
I've been to those when I got in trouble for,
When you was forced to go?
yes, that's right.
Yeah. So
Only under court order.
it really wasn't gonna work because you didn't really want it for yourself.
That's right. I didn't smoke clear back then, but it was like for weed. So I would say I used clear so that they would wonder why I ran. I had a reason, like, oh, I couldn't resist the drug, you know?
Yeah. So like, what's the hardest thing you have to deal with being out here?
I'd say the winter is the harder part of it, because normally you'd be in a place without much of a winter. LA, you know, the winter's kind of worth it because Portland's very chill, yeah?
Did you say you was from Hawaii?
No, I'm from California.
You said something about Hawaii.
I lived in Portland from age LA, Santa Cruz till 7, LA till 20, Portland till 26. I lived there for 6 years, here for 6 years, and then Hawaii for 8.5 years, and then I came back about 2.5 years ago.
Yeah. How old is you?
I would be 34.
34? See, you still got a whole life ahead of you. Like, you can turn it around right now and get sober and get everything on track.
Yeah, I don't want to though. Thank you though.
So how long you been living like this?
Maybe 2 years now.
Yeah?
In Portland, yeah. I had a place in Hawaii when I left.
This your first time out here?
No, I used to live out in Portland. I used to live downtown.
Oh, yeah?
In apartments, yeah.
Yeah. So, what type of things you go through out here? Like, is it hard out here, like surviving? Like, do people try to take things from you, or like
No.
bully you?
No, it's not hard. Portland's very kind to the homeless.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I
Like,
got,
so
man.
Okay, I'm almost done.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, like, do you eat when you be like high and shit?
Yeah, not as much with the clear. You tend to eat less or forget to eat. But I can eat every day out here asking for money. Yeah.
What's the longest you stayed up?
Out here, the clear's very different. Meth is very different than it was 20 years ago, or at least in LA. You'd be up for days, weeks, months. The meth out here, you stay up 3 days total. And then you would fall asleep whether you smoked or not.
Alright, so look, you got Cash App or social media in case somebody wants to help reach out or donate?
I don't, I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't?
But that'd be nice if I did. Yeah, hey, you collect donations for me if you ever see me again.
Yeah.
But that's very sweet of you. You're a very nice guy.
I'm just saying, somebody else that might watch this might reach out and help you or something.
Well, yeah. I don't have a way for anyone to reach me though.
Alright. So look, thank you for letting me interview you. I appreciate you. Have a good one. Stay safe out here.
Okay, thank you.